Controversial preacher Pastor Ezekiel Odero has been arrested this morning for being an accomplice to Paul Mackenzie. Hello guys, it's your girl Patience Status. Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time here, make sure you hit the subscription box and put on the notification bell so that you're notified anytime I post a new video. So guys, today's video, it's it's a sad one, or what I should say, especially for followers to to Ezekiel Odero. Yeah, I'm confusing him with Paul Mackenzie. So today he has been arrested, and I'm going to read to you some of the reasons as to why he has been arrested. And as you can see right here, he's been escorted by the police to the station, and he was carrying his Bible because he's been suspected to be an accomplice to Paul Mackenzie, rather working with Paul Mackenzie, and is allegedly connected to the bodies that have been found in the forest that have been, that have been exhumed for the last few days, and it's just a complicated story, guys, because people have been brainwashed out here, because they are for them, they're out there looking for their thirst for Jesus, but then they fall on the wrong arms, and they're brainwashed, and they end up dying, they end up suffering, they end up their families scattering and all that. So as you all know, we have been having this story of Paul Mackenzie, this controversial preacher who has been trending for the last few days, and he has been suspected of making people, starve and eventually die, and then he buries them. So this is the story. Pastor Ezekiel to be arrested. New Life Church. Pastor Ezekiel has been interrogated by DCI. The pastor was interrogated the entire day in Mombasa, where he was hiding. It is said all his accounts have been frozen and his passport confiscated. Pastor Ezekiel has a morgue and cemetery in his land, which is against the law. It is alleged that he uses the cemetery to bury members of his church who die. It is believed that he is a close associate of Pastor Paul Mackenzie, who is also in custody. While interrogating Ezekiel, police found millions of money stacked in sacks, which he collects from his congregation. They carried the cash in a truck. Pastor Ezekiel uses his church to teach about Nyota. His church is full of women who want Nyota of marriage. There are also those who want prayers to chase away mpango wa kando. The pastor sells holy water for 200 shillings to 10,000 shillings, depending on the magnitude of a problem. Last year, when he came to Kasarani, Nairobi, Pastor Dorcas Gachagua attended his crusade. The deputy president's wife is a close associate of Ezekiel. Pastor Ezekiel's association with Pastor Paul Mackenzie started a decade ago when he bought New Life Church TV from him, from Mackenzie. The two worked closely. Pastor Ezekiel of New Life Press Center was grilled by DCI of allegations of indoctrination of faithful. Police also visited Milele Funeral Home in Mavueni, Kilifi County, a morgue near Pastor Ezekiel's church, and interrogates the management on critical issues centered around alleged cultic operations at the coast. Milele Funeral Home CEO stated that they responded to police queries on the number of dead bodies the morgue collected from Pastor Ezekiel's church. He also clarifies that the funeral home did not file a complaint with the police as alleged, but only aided the police in investigations. The CEO also responded, clarifying that the morgue is still in operation and is not related to the church, adding that the building housing the morgue also hosts other different ventures benefiting the community. Police arrest controversial Pastor Ezekiel Odero on allegations of deaths at his premises prayer center closed down. Reports indicate that the renowned pastor owns a secret morgue and a cemetery on his property. Milele mortuary next to a church and not next to an hospital. Why? Yesterday, police questioned the management of the Milele Funeral Home, a mortuary next to Pastor Ezekiel's New Life Church in Mavueni, Kilifi County, regarding crucial issues relating to suspected cultic activities at the seashore. According to Johnson Amani Care, CEO of Milele Funeral Home, they answered questions from the police about how many remains the mortuary had taken from how many remains from the mortuary had taken from Pastor Ezekiel's congregation. Popular preacher Ezekiel Odero, who oversees a mega church in Mavueni in Kilifi County, has been the subject of disturbing revelations from a whistleblower. Pastor Paul Mackenzie, whose cultic church has horrified the country, is a personal friend of Pastor Ezekiel, claims the whistleblower. Mackenzie sold his TV station and several of his automobiles to Pastor Ezekiel when he shut down his church and relocated to Shakahola village. The anonymous source further said that individuals are surreptitiously dumping their remains in a neighboring mortuary when they pass away each day at Pastor Ezekiel's church in Mavueni. According to reports, the mortuary's administration complained to Pastor Ezekiel that the church was gathering a lot of corpses because he belongs to the church. Pastor Ezekiel is well protected by the local governor. Additionally, the well-known preacher has been giving out his purportedly sanctified water to Kilifi County hospital patients and persuading them to quit taking their medications. After mindlessly following Pastor Ezekiel's directions, it was noted that the majority of the patients passed away. Yeah, so guys, those are the news this morning, and it's a situation that is happening in our country, and it's a sad situation because we have innocent people dying because they're just out here innocently looking for Christ, but they fall in the wrong hands and they end up, dying and all that. So we should just be careful when it comes to where we go to church, who we listen to, and when you are getting to churches, just be careful of cults, that we should not just blind ourselves simply because we are thirst for God. Know the word of God, and if you have knowledge about the word of God, no one will be able to dupe you into these silly situations. So guys, that's it. Leave your comment down in the comment section. Like, share, comment, and subscribe to this channel for more news. Thank you for watching. See you on my next video.